Have you been thinking about entering into doing corporate events, but you're currently only doing weddings and social parties? This is going to be the perfect segment for you to check out. Previously, I had the opportunity to interview Erica on the Hustle Free Entrepreneur podcast, and I wanted to share with you a really great segment how she was able to shift from doing weddings to actually getting into brand activations while she was still working full time. So I think you will truly enjoy this segment. And I do encourage you to check out the full episode within the show notes. So, where did the shift happen from, hey, I love doing weddings, to now you're really into brand activations, corporate, and those things? How did you make that transition?
What's really interesting is that so yes, we started off doing weddings because our first event was my wedding, right? And
Mhm.
then we just kind of got roped into helping family and friends with their weddings as well. But my background, my professional background was in healthcare administration. And specifically, when I started my healthcare administration career, I was doing management consulting and I got into, and in management consulting, you have to do a lot of presentations, you have to do a lot of storytelling with data. And so I was very familiar with putting together information.
Mm.
And so that kind of evolved to me doing a lot of graphic design work. And then that started bringing in different types of clients. So that's when we started getting into, working with more branding type of events because I was able to put together graphics and I was able to do graphic design. And then it started evolving into working with, nonprofits that had impact stories that they wanted to tell. And then me using my graphic design in combination with our pretty
Yeah.
aesthetic that we have from doing more formal events, that's kind of how we evolved into doing more branding than doing formal and social events.
The biggest thing about the corporate space is I feel that they give you parameters on what they're wanting to achieve, and it's not as stressful and as particular as doing a wedding where it has to be the right shade of pink. Like,
Mhm.
feel that it's one of those industries. Do you find that you enjoy being in this realm compared to possibly weddings?
I do. And it is very similar to what you're saying. In corporate and in nonprofit, you get some guardrails, right? Of course, there's a mission that they are looking to accomplish. And that's another thing that I really enjoy about events in particular is that I think that they should be purposeful.
Yes.
I think that they should have some type of outcome that the guests are taking away with them. So a corporate client will give us a guardrail, they'll tell us the goals, strategically we want, to get this message out or we want, to celebrate this, beyond that, they're kind of like, well, and we're going to use your expertise on making it look good, right? And so
Yes.
it's like, okay, I can do that. Like I can tell the story, I can serve the mission, but then also I have some freedom to be creative of how we do that. And I think that's the part I like the most about it.
It's the best part about
It
it.
it
It's
is,
definitely the
honestly.
best.
And, our brides and our birthday girls and our moms who are having baby showers, they already have a plan in their brain.
Without understanding what the budget is even gonna really
Exactly,
cost, they just went on Pinterest and pinned up a whole bunch of stuff,
exactly. And they're like, "Do this," and I'm like, "Okay." And so you get a little bit more freedom when you're working with corporate clients.
for sure.